The hell? Oh, yeah, it's loud. Oh.
So say what you're thinking. For God's sake, think about what you're saying. So if I could find the words to say, but you never listen to any of these words I can't pronounce or understand. I'd have to.
And welcome to Time to Be Reasonable. I'm Frank, your host, and I'm not feeling so good. Might have some food poisoning. I don't know. Just had something that didn't agree with me, so if I have to leave in the middle of the show, apologize for that. And you're on YouTube, so please like and subscribe to our program and help us out. Appreciate it. And that good jazz. So the elections are pretty much behind us, but one thing that I wanted to talk about tonight is basically that if you go on to I guess there's really two situations I want to kind of talk about. Is let's say you're sitting at a bus stop, and one thing that is encouraged. Now, I'm personally not part of the Libertarian Party, but I am. I'm looking at it, and like I've said before, the original Libertarian movement more than anything else. And so, one thing that I have to consider is if I'm a member of the party and somebody, and like they usually encourage us to do, to wear, let's say, a Libertarian Party shirt or something that makes it clear that I'm a Libertarian, that I mentioned I'm a Libertarian, something like that. Then I have to consider as a member how I'm going to. If somebody asks me, "Hey, you're a Libertarian, so what do you think of that?" And by the way, I've always said by thought process that I'm a Libertarian, like I'm a Libertarian objectivist, usually say something like that. And I usually get questions like, all right, well, you're a Libertarian, so what do you think about this situation? Or what do the Libertarians think about this situation? And then I would usually have to say something. Or if something is said, obviously, that, someone's going to ask me, well, what was being said here? And you pretty much leave people alone and, don't use force on people. Don't take their money without their consent. And, freedom of speech and, civil rights and all those. Well, yeah, everybody being treated, equally, no one being, that all being part of what a libertarian is. And also, ending a central bank that controls the money and is making the decisions about inflation, about how the money is to be divvied up. basically something along those lines. Or one of my favorite lines, I like it anyway, is, I want those nice boys to be able to get married and grow grass and have guns and not be messed with the federal government. Simple. So that could come up, right? And then there could also be, if you're even more in the party and you're trying to get somebody elected, because we're trying to get people elected. And one of the ways in which you get elected is one of the ways that you help to get people elected is you knock on doors. And when you knock on doors, you're going to be like, hi, I'm from the Libertarian Party, and I'd like to let you know about Joey Castle, who's running for mayor in the 6th district, or also another option, Joey's running for, say, state senator here in, I don't know, Wisconsin. It's like, well, what is, I don't know much about Joey, because I'm either probably talking to a declined estate or I'm talking to someone who marked themselves as libertarian or something like that. Not that I don't even know if, honestly, like seriously, I don't know if the party uses universes or not, but you can build universes. They're a little bit hard. Like basically the idea being that what a universe is it's basically a list of people, how they voted and how they might. So because they voted one way, you're contacting them again, expecting, or how they're registered with the county. And I'm not sure if that ends up being a benefit of being part of the Democrat and Republican Party, like if it's easier to get. But I know that you sometimes buy them. You could, like I said, you could build a list like that, but it would be very, very time consuming. And I don't know what campaigns have done with that or not. But anyway, you go up to the house and you're like, hey, I got Joey Castle here on the 7th. He's going to be in the 7th district here, and we really want your vote. And they're like, okay, cool. And you said you're with the Libertarian Party again. And I'm like, yeah, I'm with the Libertarian Party. And, we really want to make sure that everybody has personal freedoms and we really care about, being liberty minded and thinking reasonably, and we're the party of sorry, it escaped me, but it's we're the party of principle. And the guy's like, yeah, that's cool, but I have a question. I was looking on your Twitter page there, and I saw something where you had like this kind of weird triangle and a circle thing with 3 folks, one on the top, one on the bottom, and with like a little cycle thing and like a laundry machine. And what's that about? And if I was in that situation, I'd probably say I don't really know that much about that, because I'm not going to mention the fact that one of them had a very striking resemblance. One of those faces had a very striking resemblance to Jewish iconography. Anytime that there's been anti-Jewish sentiment. So I don't know exactly what that's about. I don't think. Oh, okay, I can do that too. Cool. All right. And what I'm talking about is I'll actually show you. I can get it on my Twitter real quick here. This it actually maybe it got. If I can't show you, that's good. That's a good thing. All right, let's see here. Phew. Sorry about that. Uh, wow, I was looking for something and wow. All right, I'm just trying to find. Sitting there looking for their tweets. All I want to find. The this thing is problematic too, but I don't know. Huh. How do you just look at all the tweets in the Libertarian Brand? Let's look in here. All right. I'm looking for. I would think. Uh, nope. That's just a part of a thing. I don't know. Looking for. I guess we don't have anything else. I mean, we have this. This is another one. I mean, I could show this for sure. I'm not sure what this is about. Okay. And I'm going to share this. So here it is right here. This was just posted. So this is another one that I don't even know what this is about specifically because I don't know if they were just matching Democrats to Republicans or what's going on here, but I mean, how are they specifically the enemy? I mean, how is it looks like a lot of people that stood up to Trump. Is that what we're talking about? Or I don't know. Maybe maybe you specifically know what is the issue with these specific people and how they're specifically, not. I don't know. I don't know how I would explain that either. But it's not as bad as the other thing. I can't find it. I'm not sure how you look at all the posts that a particular organization has tweeted or whatever. So it's another one of those conundrums. And then I don't know um, what you're supposed to say about those kind of things specifically. But really, really, more than that, that was just one that I just thought was kind of odd too. What do you say when someone's like, is that anti-Semitism? It's like, no, 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 no. It's not anti-Semitism. It's a remark on the Zionists. It's like, I don't want to be the person that has to explain the difference between those, because I just want for that not to be part of what I'm selling or what I'm trying to get people to be a part of. I don't want to be like, well, no, 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 we're not this. It's this kind of a statement. It's not quite that. It's this. I find that to be pretty much atrocious. But so when looking at that, I was pretty shocked. I didn't really understand. I don't know what the message is, and that's the thing, is that we need to have. Is this our brand, or is this the Libertarian Party's brand? Because I don't understand that. If this is the Libertarians' brand, then I don't. I find it hard to be part of that. If the Libertarian brand is, you know, things that we're looking at, that's the Libertarian brand is talking about, is national divorce, or the or worried about worried about grooming, or people, or if the like, if they're concerned about that I'm if they're concerned that parents are going to parent and allow their child to, because they feel more one sex than another, if that's that important to them, if that's the big thing. And it's funny, I went to the library and I got a book about basically children who just, they don't feel like they are one or the other. They're not affected one way. It's not like somebody said, hey, how do you feel? It's that they know in their heart, they're like, I don't really like, you say that I'm this, but I see that and I feel like I identify more with that. And people give those children time. It's just determined that that's how they feel. That's who they are. And, then they, in some cases, go through processes. I don't know what the process is. I haven't read the book yet, but I know that it's, honestly, in the old party that I first joined, because I was a member of the party. The reason I'm not part of the party anymore wasn't because of some angry choice or something. It was that I had my membership lapse basically, and then since Reno, I've just been thinking about it and trying to decide, do I want to put all my chips on the table or do I want to go a different direction? And so I've been kind of analyzing this, but I look at this and I'm like, like I said, in the old party, you'd been like, well, you know what? It's between the parents, it's between the child. It's not an issue. It's not something we're going to do anything about because libertarians don't come up with policy where we say, oh, this is what should be done. That's the whole idea. Is not to generate policy, to not affect people's lives. I don't know how people could get so confused about this situation that they could be like, oh no, we need to step in this way or that way. Thing. So when you look at branding and then you, like I said, you're talking about national awards, you're talking about all these things, then the branding's all over the place. And it's getting later because I came in kind of late. But that's the whole thing. I mean, that's the whole that's my whole message, is that it's convoluted. It's not clear, it's not succinct. That doesn't mean I want it to be succinct. I don't want them to be like, yeah, you know what? We actually don't like this group of people or that group of people, and we don't want that kind of group of people here. I don't want them to go to that far. That would definitely not make me feel better about it. But what the situation is right now, I would like to see the party have a message that just felt valuable and good. And hey, if you want to support the program, go to tpublic.com/stores/gaming gaming hyphen FIXX. That's tpublic.com/stores/gaming hyphen FIXX. If you like the program, if you didn't like the program, feel like giving us a comment. We'll work on it. I'm still trying to get things going, and I was trying to. I'm probably going to have a little bit more of something more constructed because there was definitely. I got some books and stuff that I wanted to talk about, specifically, branding and how you have to have branding, especially in social media, where it just makes it clear what your point is. And right now, I just look at the messaging of the party and I'm just like, I don't think it's clear. I think that just because you're hitting some hot button issues to get people's attention doesn't mean, I think that's good, But I think your hot button issue should be, something that is important, wholly important to the group. Because you may be like, well, the Mrs. Caucus was able to take over the party. And so 200 delegates were there, but they weren't, they didn't have a victory. So they're a bunch of losers. But the reality is, we're all of us that have investment in the party are part of the party and should not be just ignored because so you have to figure out a way to have all the ideals of the party here. Now we had some winners for the election, and I'm going to read them really quick. That's what we're going to do going off the air, which I actually thought was kind of cool. That this was a good thing that that Angela did. So I'm going to give this. I'm not going to read it verbatim. I'm just going to tell you who won. So we congratulations to Deborah Brandon, John Swelt, Unified School District Board, Contra Costa County, California. Thomas Len, County Attorney, Greene County, Idaho. Nathan Madden, School Board, Buckeye Union High School District. Aaron Lamb, Mayor, Kingsburg, Colorado. Scott Bowman, Detroit Community Advisory Council, District 4, Detroit, Michigan. Brandon McGlone, City Council, Lancaster, Kentucky. Bill Schultz, City Council, Crescent Springs, Kentucky. Lex Hannon, Magistrate Justice of the Peace, Boone County, Kentucky. Shannon Deniston, Magistrate Justice of the Peace, Montgomery County, Kentucky. Magistrate Justice of the Peace, Montgomery County, Kentucky. City Council, Orchid Grass Hills, Kentucky. Brandon Wright, City Council, Cave City, Kentucky. Wow, Kentucky, you guys are really, you're moving. Good job. Jeremy Dick, Board of Education, Bennington, Nebraska. Brad Sherman, City Council, Sidney, Nebraska. Lower Loop Natural Resources District, Subdistrict 8. Ord, Nebraska. Cole Brodeen, School Board, Elm Creek, Nebraska. Jeremy Westengard, City Council, Ward 4, Gretna, Nebraska. Stephen Kaufman, Township Trustee, Liberty, Idaho. Or is that? No, that would be Idaho, yeah. Terry Kaufman, Township Board, Liberty, Idaho. School Board District 5, Martinsville, Idaho. Grant Miller, City Council, Tulsa, Oklahoma. With the proviso, Oklahoma requires a mathematical certainty in order to avoid a new election. As of now, Grant is ahead by 27 votes. We anticipate recount and a new election in February, but are optimistic about Grant's chances. All right, so congratulations to all of you. And like I said, if you like the program, then please subscribe. We really appreciate it. And thank you so much.
Surrounds in the calm. Well, it stands at her feet. Lady Liberty